Hey Heights Church, Pastor Justin here, and we are kicking off a new thread this week, but we are still in the month of November. So that means we're still talking gratitude, but this week's thread is going to be about people in our lives, whether it's a family member, a coworker, somebody that we're truly grateful for. So you're going to hear some great stories of what God has done in and through people in our lives. And to frame all this, I want to give you an idea. I heard this early on in my faith. I was a pastor teaching this message, and it really has impacted me in every aspect of who I am and what I do. And it was this: you need to have a Paul, a Barnabas, and a Timothy in your life. Now, not those men specifically. Obviously, they're gone. They're not with us anymore. But what his point was is you need to have a Paul, somebody who's a mentor to you, somebody who's pouring into your life. You need to have a Barnabas. This person walks alongside of you. They're basically at the same spiritual growth place that you are, but they're always encouraging you and challenging you to walk towards Jesus, and they're doing it with you. They usually are a great example of walking life at the side of Jesus, and they're just your best friend. I mean, that's what a Barnabas is, just an encourager to move you forward and to help you move them forward, frankly. And then there should also be a Timothy. Now, a Timothy is somebody that you're encouraging, somebody that you're pouring into, somebody that you're telling that you basically sharing what you've been given, because that's what discipleship is passing on what has been given to me by somebody else to someone else, teaching them how to walk at the side of Jesus, showing them what it's done because you're modeling it for them. Here's a simple truth. I could give you a list of people I'm truly grateful for. I have folks that have been mentors to me. I think Craig Sherrill, but I have one I'm going to specifically talk about. I think Barnabas, that's easy for me. It's my best friend. It is Eric Joppa. But I also think Tim, he's one of my Barnabases. Dude, I love this guy. And then I have Timothy's. I think my buddy John, and I think Tommy, and I think, all these other men that I've spent a lot of time with, just having coffee, talking about Jesus, talking about what it means to walk at the side of Jesus. So we should always have one of those three people in our lives that we're encouraging, that we're being encouraged by, that we're walking with. And so the person I'm truly grateful for, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm not grateful for all these people, because I totally am. But I only got 4 minutes, right? So I got to focus on one. And the simple truth for me, his name is Leonard. And Leonard and I met probably 26 years ago, right after I gave my heart to Christ. And the first meeting we had was actually really discouraging to me. He told me that I wasn't ready to serve in the ministry that I really wanted to serve in, because I needed more time away from the addictions that I've been struggling with. He basically said, hey, I need you to get a little more sobriety under your belt before you step into this role, which at the time I didn't understand. In fact, it hurt me, but I do completely understand it now that I needed to grow a little bit more. But we built a friendship over the years, and the truth is this man has walked with me so incredibly faithfully over the decades at this point. He has taught me just really, truly what it means to walk at the side of Jesus. He hasn't just taught me, he's modeled it for me. See, I love this man because I'm convinced of this. God has used him in such a mighty way in my life that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So Leonard, if you're listening, thank you. I love you. God bless you for all the work that you do and the ministry that you have, because this is going out to a whole church of people because of your work in me. And church, here's my challenge to you specifically. If you don't have a mentor, go get one. Find somebody that has their faith in order in such a way that you go, I want that. If you don't have a Barnabas in your life, man, maybe it's time to grow those relationships. People, just go have coffee. You've got to do something to make those connections to be able to do that. Or maybe you're further along in your faith and you are going, man, I need a Timothy. I need somebody that I can pass it on to. That's my encouragement to you. And that's my challenge with this week's thing is I'm grateful for these offices, these people in my life that have just helped me be who I needed to be for Jesus. But you need them. Thanks so much for joining me today, Heights Church. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.